The arid wastes of the Rim are unforgiving. The brutal environment of the extreme desert, a death sentence. Regardless, some stake their claim. They venture into the unknown, away from the comforts of the lush regions to answer the call of the dunes. One such group of adventurers begins their journey. A rite of passage within their village, a group of tribals set off into the dunes to prove their survival skills. Rat, a pacifist. He would rather spend his time cooking and tending to his friends than hunting for sport or even survival. He holds life sacred and would never dream of injuring another living creature. Lion, an intelligent, creative person. She is quick to learn, possesses a great memory, and is passionate in defending her friends by any means necessary. Camel, a soft-hearted man who earned his name by working to support his village. Though he would rather stay inside, away from others, his charisma is undeniable, and many often listen when he determines it is time to speak. Cobra, a jack of all trades. While he's a bit slow, his versatility is unmatched. If something needs to be done, those around Cobra can rest assured that he will find a way to complete it. And Deer, an absent-minded, fairly unskilled man. But what he lacks in ability, he makes up for in passion. He will put his heart into any task to ensure it gets done to the best of his ability. Along with them come Prancer the rat, Osamu the cat, and Benji the horse. The group found a worn-down structure that could become a proper shelter to keep them safe during their journey. They set to work sowing rice on nearby soil and mining steel with which to build. Deer went off to look around the area and found a cave. Before venturing too far, he came across a skeleton and heard the sound of skittering deeper within. He rushed to the camp to warn the others. Lion remembered the rolling fields of their village, of which she would spend many hours painting every day. The dry, brown wastes around her constricted her artistic spirit, and she spent the day wandering in sadness. The group gathered for their first big hunt. A donkey seen by Deer while out scouting. Deer, though initially timid, fought his fear to join his friends. After the hunt, Lion set up a table to begin developing the means to cut stone as the others laid down for bed. Late in the night came a drifter from the northeast. It was a raid from the Toxin Wasters, a faction the group's village had been at odds with for many seasons. They had heard of the sacred journey the group was on, and sent a man, Ferrer, to waylay them. Ferrer snuck toward the camp in the early hours of dawn. He attempted to silence Osamu, but Osamu's cries alerted the tribespeople. Ferrer rushed toward the base, chasing the ill-prepared rat. Ferrer got a few good shots in, but the rest of the group were able to catch up to and subdue him. Deer rushed to tend Osamu, and was able to stop the bleeding of his cuts before they got worse. The next day, Deer, Camel, and Cobra struck off to hunt another donkey. During the night, Camel was besieged by dreams from the desert. The cave flashed before his eyes. Though he heard the horrible sounds of the creatures within, a faint glow emanated from the mouth of the cavern. A smell of something delicious filled his nostrils, but he awoke to a growling stomach. The memory of the smell lingered with him, and in a daze, Camel stumbled away from the camp. He approached the cave and ventured in, never to be heard from again. As the food stores continued to dwindle, Lion became desperate. She woke up in the night and took a knife to Osamu. Rat checked the progress of the rice and realized the harvest may not be plentiful enough. He went off in search of Benji, who had so far been roaming the near deserts. Rat brought Benji to the camp and pondered how much food the stallion may need to survive. In the night, a dream came to Lion. She saw the mouth of the cave. Unlike her friend before her, she saw and smelled not food, but a beautiful garden of plants, running brooks, and magnificently colored creatures. Upon waking, she stumbled out of camp toward the cave, intent on painting the beautiful garden within. As he was mining, Cobra heard blood-curdling screams coming from the cave. He recognized the voice as Lion's and went to investigate. He prepared to attempt to rescue her. The fear instilled by the cave was too strong for him to brave. Instead, he enlisted the help of Deer to build a wall around the maw of the foul place, so that none would ever be taken by it again. While Cobra and Deer enclosed the cave, Rat attempted to harvest what he could from the field of rice. The harvest was weak, but it would feed those left for another day. A few days passed uneventfully. Cobra added to the research Lion left behind, and Rat spent some time tidying up the camp. Eventually, Rat broke down over the loss of his friends and splintered the remaining wood within the camp. Outside, Benji collapsed, and Deer headed out to swiftly put him out of his misery. The next morning, Rat went to sow a field of cacti to replace the wood he destroyed the night before. Cobra called Rat and Deer into the front room of the camp, where he had drawn a diamond on the ground. He expressed interest in designating a leader, and someone who might guide the group from the rest of their journey. Cobra was elected the group's leader for his versatility and drive, and Rat the group's moral guide for his respect for life and his thoughtfulness. The group mourned their fallen friends and reflected on their journey so far. The food stores were low and the desert arid, but they had a roof over their heads and would soon have another harvest. Though it was meager, it was a start, and a start was all they needed.